with the whispers of truth, to live a conscious life, to live a conscious life on the growing edge.
Hi, Allie B here, Allie Benjamin, broadcasting live from Big Bear Lake, California, here with Growing Edge Live Thursday night. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome. We meet here every Thursday at 7 p.m. Mountain Time to share spiritual insights and spiritual wisdom to help you have a tune-in, tune-up into your spiritual path. So welcome, welcome, welcome. So glad you're here. Hello, Michael. Michael's going to be moderating this watch party, this time together. And so if you have any comments or if you have any questions, please go ahead and share those, and we will get back to you right away. So if you've been enjoying this message every week, if you've been tuning in and finding inspiration here every Thursday night, or maybe you've been watching this back, maybe you go to YouTube to watch our Growing Edge live broadcasts, whatever that is, however you're watching this, if it's fueled you, if it has supported you and helped you in your life, and you would like to financially support us, then thank you. We exist solely on donations, and we use Venmo to push donations around. So if you're on Venmo and you'd like to support the Growing Edge live broadcast, you can send your donations to Satya Center, and that's SATYACENTER, Satya Center. We are a nonprofit, and we're based in Ogden, Utah, and we also meet on Sunday mornings at 10:15 right here on Facebook live. And I know there's several of you that meet, you have watch parties, and if you would like to become a Growing Edge gathering leader and host your own watch parties and utilize these videos on Thursday and Sunday, or even if those times don't work for you, but you would like to use these videos and get a full leadership packet to support you in hosting your own spiritual gathering and becoming a place for people in your neighborhood, in your world, to gather, to get together and have some spiritual nourishment, as well as maybe break bread together and enjoy a deeper conversation around the spiritual principles that I'm sharing here every Thursday night at 7 p.m. So welcome, welcome. And today I am talking about Pearl, P-E-A-R-L. And our theme for this month is Bring It On. And I've been taking my inspiration from an amazing book by Dr. Deepak Chopra, about hidden beliefs. And so we're going to dive into the secrets of life. This book's called The Hidden Secrets, finding that deeper dimension to our being so that we can have a living, wide awake life, fully engaged, fully stepping into our power and our presence. And so the Book of Secrets, the Book of Secrets say that the greatest hunger for life, the greatest hunger in life is not for food, money, success, status, security, sex, or even love from the opposite sex. Time and time again, people have achieved all these things and wound up still feeling dissatisfied. Indeed, more often dissatisfied than when they began. The deepest hunger in life is a secret that is revealed only when a person is willing to unlock the hidden part of self. In the ancient traditions of wisdom, this quest has been likened to diving for the most precious pearl in existence. A poetic way of saying that you have to swim out far beyond the shallow waters, plunge deep into yourself, and search patiently until the pearl beyond price is found. The pearl is also called essence, the breath of God, the water of life. There's so many labels, but we're talking about that precious pearl, that pearl of great price that exists within each and every one of us when we give ourselves permission to go within and connect with that still small voice, have that deeper connection to life, and find that deep wellspring that brings with it, once we tap in, brings with it a sense of peace, poise, power, purpose, a deep sense of contentment, a deep sense of creativity and love and joy and compassion and intuition. And when we're in that place, when we're so tuned in to what is eternal, so tuned in to those dimensions of ourself that naturally open us up to experience a richer, deeper life, then we not only affect our own lives, but everybody in our lives. So it's up to us to find that pearl of great price. So I've taken the word pearl and I've selected a word to go along with each letter of the word pearl. So the first word is praise. And praise is to express approval or find that place of admiration. Maybe it's for someone or something. Whatever that is, whatever you're experiencing, take time to really tune in to how grateful you are for that experience, for that person, for this opportunity that is presenting itself for you. So as we enter the dimension of praise, when we enter the dimension of gratitude, thankfulness, we then open ourselves up to communicate more clearly with the subtle energies of the universe. And because like attracts like, when we are in the vibration of praise and gratitude, we then experience more to be grateful for. So the first letter, the first word is praise. And so think about all the ways that you could have praised today, and maybe you didn't because you didn't have time, it didn't occur to you, but sort of go back in your mind's eye, go back to this morning when you woke up, and maybe you opened your eyes, and maybe you rolled out of bed without thinking, thank you, Spirit of Life, for a brand new day. And then when you're brushing your teeth, thank you, toothbrush. When you had coffee with your loved one, your friend, your coworker, to take a moment to really feel the dimension of thanksgiving and praise and gratefulness that you had. And think about all the hours of today leading up to this moment now, and all the many ways you could have activated praise. Because what I know about the energy of gratitude, it's one of the most magnetic energies in the universe. And when we're vibrating at that level of gratitude and thanksgiving, the whole universe seems to take on a different look, take on a different feel, take on a different vibration. And that vibration of praise is one that is so comforting, so inspiring, so creative. So that's the first letter, P, praise. The second one is E, enthusiasm, intense and eager enjoyment, interest. So what are you enthusiastic about? When you occupy the dimension of enthusiasm, then it's like putting a pair of glasses on that says, look at life and how much there is, not only to be grateful for, but to inspire and build enthusiasm about. When we naturally see through the eyes of enthusiasm, we see more to be enthusiastic about. It always starts here, and then we see it on the outside. So what we're looking for, we're looking with. So as we develop that attitude of enthusiasm, we then experience more of that in our life. And so as we commit more deeply to our own spiritual path, our own spiritual journey, and we occupy praise, we occupy enthusiasm. Just saying this, can't you feel your energy rising? Can't you feel a level of excitement for your life? That's what it takes every day for us to enter in with that level of commitment to ourselves, to our life, knowing that we have everything within us. We have everything at our fingertips, everything right here that we can access through the dimension of our imagination, our mind, so that we can have a life that we truly love living. And so as we occupy that dimension of enthusiasm, we begin to see that our attitude adjusts. And whether we're showing up within a relationship or at our workplace or wherever we're showing up in the world, when we have an attitude of enthusiasm, that's contagious. Then it feels like the universe has our back, because people love to support or get behind or co-create or collaborate with that energy of enthusiasm, with that attitude of enthusiasm. So try it on. Occupy the dimension of enthusiasm and see what happens. So when you occupy these dimensions, you find your true self. A lot of things seem to cover up these dimensions. Doubt, fear, uncertainty, discontent, disappointment. Are you feeling any of those things? Because if you are, the occupying praise, occupying enthusiasm will help to dissolve those dimensions of doubt, uncertainty, anger, fear, victimhood. Try it on. The next one is A, P-E-A, and that's attentiveness, the action of paying close attention to something. So when we occupy the dimension of attentiveness, we then focus on that which we want to experience, that which we want to experience more of. So what are you giving your attention to? Because energy flows where your attention goes. So if we're focusing on what's wrong, then we'll experience more of that vibration. It's up to us as we activate these dimensions, as we occupy these dimensions, we begin to experience life more in that realm of what's possible. Praise, enthusiasm, attentiveness, and as we give our attention to that which we want to grow in our lives, as we give our attention to the things that bring us joy, the relationships that enrich us, we then begin to have those genuine heart-to-heart connections that help make this life experience, this life journey so much more meaningful. And in these times of chaos and trouble and change and everyone's running around with fear of the coronavirus or the political atmosphere. There's so many ways that people are experiencing discontent and frustration and anger. And so we can lift ourselves up into a higher vibration. That's not to deny that these things might be going on in the world that could be very scary and troubling. But when we elevate our energy to that of praise, enthusiasm, and attentiveness, then we show up as more of the solution to the situation, instead of bringing more fear or exacerbating those lower frequencies. We bring a higher frequency to whatever we're doing, and then when we're occupying these places, we start to really settle into who we are as a spiritual being. And it feels so good to be in these dimensions, because it's who we really are. It's our real self, or our true self, our higher self. We're living in that higher dimension of what's possible for us. We're always at choice. We're at choice as to what dimensions we're occupying. The next letter is R, and the word that I've chosen is receptiveness, having the quality of receiving, taking in, willingness to listen and to accept new ideas, open and responsive to ideas, impressions, and suggestions. How receptive are you? Are you narrowly focused, or are you open, receptive? Are you taking in what's going on around you? Because the universe will always present to us invitations, opportunities for us to engage, to connect with people, situations, opportunities. But if we're so narrow and we're not receptive to new ideas, we're not receptive to other people's what's going on in the world around us, if we only stay in our own track, on our own lane, then we could be missing out on how we're here to bring the light of truth, to bring the light of God, to bring the light of our unique creative being into greater, fuller, freer form. So how receptive are you? Are you paying attention? Are you spending time in meditation? Are you asking the universe, how can I serve? What is mine to do today? So when we listen, when we become receptive, we then hear that still small voice that opens us up to the deeper dimensions, to who and what we truly are. And then the last letter is L, P-E-A-R-L, and the word I've chosen is light. So we get to occupy the dimension of light. When we're in our spiritual light, when we're in that place that we're able to convey most authentically what's in our hearts, that we bring that lightness of spirit, our own unique, radically unique spark of spirit, spark of light into this world, then we're here really living our purpose, or bringing what the world really needs, because I believe that each of us bring a unique gift, a unique pearl, a pearl of great price into the world. And when we activate that light, when we stand in our spiritual light, when we absolutely give ourselves permission to shine and not dim our light, we don't hide our light under a bushel, as it says in the sacred text, but then we're willing to live in this world of the pearl of great price. So, what is your pearl of great price? Do you have a pearl of wisdom that you'd like to share with us today? I have some ideas. I have some questions that might evoke a deeper inquiry into your own spiritual growth, your own spiritual development, your own self-realization. So the first one is, what keeps you from experiencing your awakened self? What keeps you from experiencing your awakened self? Maybe you want to write that down. I'm going to invite Michael to write this question in the chat box. So what keeps you from experiencing yourself as awakened? And we notice we have excuses. Our linear mind comes up with all kinds of excuses and reasons as to why we're waiting to experience ourselves as truly awake, wide awake, or why we hold ourselves back from truly being happy. We put our happiness on hold. We put our creativity on hold because we conjure up excuses. Like, I'm too old, I'm too young, I'm too fat, I'm too thin, or whatever excuses that we might have that then put our good on hold. So what is it that keeps you from experiencing yourself as living an awakened life, as from accessing those deeper dimensions? What if you were already awake? And I believe that we all are. We're already awake. Just as I say that, there's a coming into this moment and experiencing this moment in a more present, connected, vitally alive and available way. What if I'm already awake? And then what would your life look like if you were living from an awakened state of being? How would your life be different if you were truly experiencing this spiritual awakening, this self-realization, and you were living as an enlightened being? What would your life look like? Would it be any different than it already is? These are questions to ponder. So, I have a couple of affirmations to share with you, and then I'm going to do an activation, a prayer to activate this pearl of great price. So the affirmations are, so I'm going to say them and then you repeat them. I am waking up. I am waking up. I am willing to let go of thoughts and beliefs. I am willing to let go of thoughts and beliefs that keep me stuck, I am a light unto myself. I am a light unto myself. I shine and share my light with the world. I shine and share my light with the world. Okay, so let's take a moment to take all of these insights and this wisdom and take them in, and let's do a little activation. Tuning into the heart, taking that journey from the head into the heart, and taking a breath. And let's do some heart breaths, breathing in love, exhaling love, Breathing in love, exhaling love. And as we arrive in this moment, this one wonderful only moment, the only moment that we've ever truly experienced, this is where we speak to the divine, where we access the universe, where we speak to God, where prayers are heard. And it's in this deep recognition that there is only one life, one power, one presence, one infinite organizing intelligence that is presencing itself as each and every being listening now. And as we take our place, as we occupy the place of our awakened self, as we access the hidden dimension, the pearl of great price, and we live in that place of praise, enthusiasm, attentiveness, receptivity, and light. The light of our being simply radiates out from the very center of ourselves. The light of our being, that light of spirit, shines through our eyes. So it's in this giving ourselves permission to shine, to have shiny eyes, to radiate the light of truth, to live in our truth, to stand in our truth, to praise and uplift everything and everyone around us, to be attentive to our lives, to focus our attention where we truly want it to be, on that which is inspiring and empowering, and that which is bringing forth love into the world. As we move into our lives with enthusiasm for everything we're doing, for our very life itself, as we stay in that place of receptivity, receptiveness, and we allow new ideas and thoughts to flood in to support us in becoming who we are here to be in the world. And we simply shine our light generously continue to shine and share and be that change that the world needs now. So I speak this blessing on each and every one, that right now we say yes to this pearl of great price, yes to awakening, yes to sharing our gifts and talents abundantly with the universe, yes to absolutely supporting humanity through generous acts of kindness, willingness to be present, to listen, to support those around us, to offer kindness and care, especially to ourselves, to practice self-compassion, knowing that as we're gentle with ourselves, that gentleness radiates from us out into everything and everyone. So I give thanks for this opportunity to pray, to meditate, to offer and share spiritual nourishment here together in this virtual community of the Growing Edge Live broadcasts. And I give thanks to everyone that's here today. So peace and blessings. Thank you, and so it is. And if you would like to support this ministry, this message, then please go ahead and send your financial donation through Venmo to Satya Center, SATYACENTER. Thank you, peace and blessings, and lots of love. Allie B, signing out.
Free my mind, open my heart with the whispers of truth, to live a conscious life, to live a conscious life on the growing edge.
Thank you, Leslie Monroe, for that awesome song. Love you.